midst of a healthcare landscape that is really undergoing some intense changes. What role should healthcare IT play in those changes as we move into the future?
That's a great question, Beth. You know, healthcare IT is really the tool that providers will use to bend the cost curve down and to manage their patient populations. Without the explosion of technology that we've had through meaningful use over the last several years, we wouldn't really be in the position to start doing precision medicine. And, you know, as you were hearing a lot about precision medicine today, without the computing power of IT and the infrastructure that's been built to gather and capture that data that's key to that precision medicine, we wouldn't be able to solve the biggest challenges we have in healthcare today.
So Blain, there are so many trends emerging in the healthcare space right now. Are you keeping your eye on any one trend and thinking, wow, that could really change things?
Sure. Another great question. So as we move beyond adoption and implementation of the big heavy systems, the EMRs, the EHRs, there's still going to be replacement and activity in that space. We're really seeing trends towards population health management, caring for the patient home, really involving the patient in the dialogue about healthcare and wellness. Some of that's coming through consumer health and consumer product. A lot of it's coming through what we're seeing in on-demand health, kind of the Uberization of healthcare. We're hearing a lot about that these days, and how will that impact the current, not just the technology needs of the healthcare IT professionals, but really how will the health systems organize around it to make sure that their patients are still engaging appropriately. But that seems to be the biggest trend we're seeing, is that, again, engagement with the patient and the on-demand health activity we see.
Blain, let's talk about Logic, this premier analytics tool from HIMSS that really has the ability to inform the healthcare space. Let's talk about Logic and how it can do just that.
Yeah, so Logic is the culmination of more than a decade of activity by HIMSS Analytics to curate the most relevant data on the market, on the healthcare IT landscape from a market intelligence standpoint. So it is the largest database of its kind in the world. It is highly usable, highly user-friendly, and it can help inform both healthcare vendors and healthcare providers about what's important in the space today, where they need to be focusing their resources, and what's coming next. So you can start to do predictive work with it to understand where these next technology trends will come from and where they need to be, where your focus needs to be directed from a procurement perspective, from an optimization perspective, and from a sales and marketing perspective on the vendor community. So it really is a robust set of information and insights to help make those critically important decisions about investing in, implementing, adopting IT, and helping the vendors do the same as they bring those products to market.
Blain, what do you see healthcare IT professionals looking to in the next year or even in the next 5 years?
Getting back to on-demand health, you know, you're seeing it at places like One Medical in San Francisco, where you can have a doctor in your apartment in a matter of, you know, or do telemedicine with them. American Well is doing some really interesting things in that space too. You saw the announcement where their new development platform is being integrated with Cerner. Those kinds of technologies truly have the ability to engage patients in a way that has never been done before, and make patients the center of the care community and the care conversation. So we see that being very interesting to watch. Time will tell how it how it all filters out, but that's something really interesting to watch in terms of doing something truly disruptive to engage the patient in the conversation.
Disruptive in a good way.
Very good way, very good way.
Blain, we want to thank you so much for lending us your insight and your time today, and we really look forward to seeing what HIMSS Analytics brings us in the future.
Great, my pleasure.